What's up, Frenzy Head Nation? Here we go once again for another edition of the Sports Frenzy. Hey, everybody, how's it going? Hope everybody's had a great and wonderful week. Let's adjust our lighting a little bit here. There we go. That's a little better. All right, just tweaking a few things here for the show. There we go. All right. So how's everybody doing? I hope you had a great week and are handling this cool down in temperatures we've got going on. But yeah, it's been a good week on my end, and it's time for another edition of Sports Frenzy. As you can see this week, I know, I get it. My Hudson family, friends over there in Logan's room right now are like, okay, shut off the show. This is ridiculous. Representing this week. I've already chosen my team. Give you my reasons behind that in a little bit. But yes, we got some big games this week. So let's look into what we got. Oh, but first, let's give a shout out to the Detroit Tigers for coming back strong and continuing on in the playoffs. And yeah, so, showing some of that fire they showed earlier in the season. Not done yet. Go Tags. Sports, we got all kinds of sports, man, going on. Like hockey season's kicking off. Football season's still in full swing. And yeah, that's what we're covering. Mainly football on the show because we love football here at Sports Frenzy for sure. All right, so let's get into it this week. We have season 16, episode 7, 10 through 12 of 2025. Oh, yes, another little laughable moment I have to have here. And this is, this has been ongoing for quite some time. So, my Laura Havlin friends, I am mainly, I am friends with Mr. Randolph, Mr. Boring. And and I work with we work with Nicole, and we see Parson all the time. But so that's pretty much all I know. That's the staff that I know. So apparently for good laughs, you guys have had some great laughs with all this, but especially this year when there's so many awesome people participating in Sports Frenzy from Laura Havlin. I'm finding out I don't know a lot of people from the Havlin program. And I certainly have been mixing it up, apparently, who the staff are versus the students. So shout out. Thank you, Travis Boring, for sending me an email list of everybody who's staff and all of the students. And I understand that not everybody participates, but at least now I'll have a general idea who are the kids playing and who are the staff playing. Yeah, it gets to a point where I'm sorry. We might have to, and if he hadn't given me that list, I would have just suggested something like put staff by your name. But no, I have a list now to compare to. So let's see how poorly I do from here on out. So thanks again, Mr. Boring, for putting that together for me. I do appreciate it. All right, let's get into this week's picks. This is week number 7 for high school football action. We're playing these games tonight. As you're watching the show, it's Friday night. So it's Friday night football, of course. All kickoffs are at 7 p.m. unless otherwise noted. All right, we're kicking off. No pun intended. With the red hot Adrian Maples The Maples have 5 wins and 1 loss. I think this is the best season I've seen them have in quite some time. They're on the road this week. And honestly, well, let's go. They're on the road this week. They're playing the Ypsilanti Grizzlies at home, and apparently at home, as it says on the sheets, so that you really know that they're at home. They have 3 wins and 3 losses. For me, this is going to be an extremely easy pick. I've got to go with your Adrian Maples for the victory. And hey, it's our other A team that's not really an A team this year, I guess. That's how we'll say that. Oh, man, no. My funnies aren't very funny. We've got, the funny part of the show, it's more serious than business these days. The funny parts of entertainment of the show always came when I had my brother Jamie Rose as my co-host. Then it got quite crazy on Sports Frenzy with the crazy silliness. But when you're your own host, you don't have a co-host anymore. You tend to just roll with the punches. But shout out to you, Jamie Rose. Gonna have to get together and do something soon. It's been a while. Love you, brother. All right, so we got the Addison Panthers. Panther power, not so much. Panthers this year not looking impressive at all. In fact, they have no wins, and they have 6 losses. However, I guess it could be said, unlike some other teams, they're actually still staying healthy and playing. We'll get to that in just a few moments as we drop down the list of Sports Frenzy. So the Panthers have 0 wins, 6 losses. They're on the road this week, traveling to the Homer Trojans. Now, the Homer Trojans, they're not spectacular. They have 2 wins and 4 losses. However, they have the home field advantage. And I just don't see the Panthers doing anything away from home. I got to go with the Homer Trojans for the victory. Next up. It's been a tough season for these guys, too. We have the Blissfield Royals. Now, if you guys know Julie Mapstone and her family, her son plays for this team. And the Royals have had a struggling season this year. They have 1 win and 5 losses. They're on the road, traveling to and playing against a team that is at 50% right now as far as their record goes. They've had some struggles, but they've been also battling back late in the season. We have the Madison Trojans. 3 wins, 3 losses. Home field advantage. I mean, I love me some Blissfield Royals. I just don't think this is their season. And Madison is starting to turn things around. I think they go above the 50% 500 record this week. I'm going to go with the Madison Trojans for the victory. All right, next up, we're going into 8-man football action. We have the Britton Deerfield Patriots. The Patriots have 5 wins and 1 loss. They're on the road this week. They are traveling to and playing against the Morenci Bulldogs. The Bulldogs have 2 wins, 4 losses. It's in Morenci. I don't think that's going to make much of a difference, though. I really like how well the Britain Deerfield Patriots are doing this season. They've been hot before, and it looks like they're going to have another hot season right now. I'm going with the Britain Deerfield Patriots for the win. All right, before we get our voice tuned up, because this next one is going to be your first 3-point bonus game, I've got a little something different on the show this week. Yeah, I got a cup. And in this cup, I'm not saying I'm a huge fan of fall or anything, because I'm not. I hate when the leaves and things start to look dead, and I'm just not a big fan of all that. But it is the time of the year where we drink apple cider. I mean, we drink apple cider all year round if you want to. I don't really, but I got some the other day because it's really super popular right now this time of the year. So instead of lemonade, I know, gasp. Coach Cole's not drinking lemonade on the show tonight? No, he's got apple cider. This was Meyer brand. My family tells me it's on the sweeter side. They weren't a huge fan of it. I pretty much drank it myself. This may or may not be the last cup. Anyway, so yes, apple cider. And there's some, you can get apple cider a lot of different places, but you might get out there this weekend and get some apple cider in Tecumseh for the Apple Umpkin Festival. So yes, go check that out with your families this weekend. Apple Umpkin Festival is this weekend in Tecumseh. We might be able to get some apple cider. Got some good stuff out there. All right, here we go. This is going to be your first. Oh, yeah, it's your first. Can you feel it? Feel it coming on? Because I do. Each first 3-point bonus game. Each first 3-point bonus game. Oh, yeah, it's first 3-point bonus game. Yes, it is. All right, this is a big one this week. We have the 5 wins and 1 loss. The Clinton Red Wolves, and I totally screwed this up, guys. I'm sorry, but I just found out the Red Wolves have the home field advantage this week. This is in Clinton. It's going to be in Clinton. The Red Wolves have 5 wins and 1 loss. And it is the Hudson Tigers who are on the road this week with 6 wins, 0 losses, traveling to Clinton for the big game. Hey, hello. I know you guys are disgusted with me right now, but giving a shout out to Logan and his classroom, and thank you guys. Even though I'm wearing the Clinton Red Wolves gear this year for this big 3-point bonus game, I do appreciate every single one of you guys participating in Sports Frenzy, your classroom participating in Sports Frenzy, and the friendship you and I share, buddy. So don't hold this against me. Well, we don't. We don't actually hold it against each other. We never would. We're not like that. So we got. But you know what? I am on a bus tomorrow. Well, I'm on a bus every day. And I am going to be rolling into Hudson territory with my Clinton Red Wolves gear on tomorrow, baby. Oh, yeah. So we'll see how well that goes over. Hudson Tigers, 6 wins, 0 losses, taking on the Clinton Red Wolves, 5 wins and 1 loss. Now I have family in Clinton, and I met my wife in Clinton. So, I have a huge love for Clinton anyway. There's where part of all that love is. Clinton, I love their park. They got a great park down there. Yeah, lots of cool things about Clinton. And um, my grandson plays for the Red Wolves. I think he's on injured reserve right now, so he's not really getting any play time. But you guys, you know who I've got. And I know the Hudson fans right now throwing things at the screen, getting ready to shut off the show, don't even want to see the rest of it. Coach Cole is going with the Clinton Red Wolves to get the victory at home. Go Red Wolves. Let things calm down a little bit. I know Hudson's still angry with me, still throwing things at the TV and just like, oh, Coach Cole, your show sucks now. uh, next up, we have Coach Cole's other team. That's right. I mean, these guys straight up have made me an honorary member of their team, so that's huge. Not everybody that I'm aware of gets that kind of honor. We're talking about our Columbia Central Golden Eagles, baby. The Eagles turning things around. They have 3 wins and 3 losses, and they just tore it up last week. But that was awesome. Awesome. However, they're on the road this week. They're traveling to and playing the Jonesville Comets. The Comets, they have 4 wins and 2 losses. But you know what? Coach Cole does not care. Any team that stands behind him and makes him an honorary member of their team, how can I not cheer for them? I love these guys. I love Coach Randolph. I'm going with the Columbia Central Golden Eagles to get the win, baby. Go, Golden Eagles, go. Next up, continuing on with high school football action, we have the Pinckney Pirates. The Pirates are pretty horrible this season. They have 0 wins and 6 losses. And it's not going to get any better for them because they're traveling to and playing against the Chelsea Bulldogs. The Bulldogs of Chelsea have 5 wins and 1 loss. This is at home for Chelsea. And yes, I don't see this being any real problem for the Chelsea Bulldogs at all. Given the victory to the Bulldogs, go Chelsea for the win. All right, we've got an interesting duel here this week. We have the 1 win and 5 losses. The Onstead Wildcats not having a great season in Onstead. But they're on the road this week, and they've got the possibility. Well, we'll say this in a second. They are playing the Hillsdale Hornets, who have absolutely no wins at all and 6 losses under their belts. As we always say with our teams that are having not so great records, somebody's going to come away a winner this week. Who do you think that winner is going to be? I think this is going to be Onstead's weekend, to be truthful. I'm going with the Onstead Wildcats for the victory. Eight-man football action continues for us as we have the Waldron Spartans. The Waldron Spartans have 5 wins. 5 wins and 1 loss. They are traveling to and playing against struggling this season, but back up to 50% / 500. The Lenawee Christian Cougars. The Cougars have 3 wins, 3 losses. This game is at home. Oh. I can't go against them. Can't do it. I'm going to go with Lenawee Christian Cougars for the victory. Next up, we have the Brandywine Bobcats. The Bobcats have 1 win and 5 losses. They're on the road. They're traveling to and playing against your Manchester Flying Dutchmen. The Dutchmen have 3 wins and 3 losses. Well, it's at home. It's in Manchester. I'm going to go with the Manchester Flying Dutchmen for the victory. All right, so this next game, and I kid you not, I absolutely kid you not. Literally 10 minutes after I just got done finishing up this week's edition of the Sports Frenzy Sheets, and I just got them locked in and sent out to everybody like I do, a message comes across on X that the Sand Creek Aggies have to cancel their football game this week due to injuries and not having enough players for healthy issues. And so this one is still left on the sheets. You can scratch it off. We won't count it against you or for you. But the Aggies are the team I was talking about that are not in great shape. Can't keep the team healthy. I've heard there's some inner fighting going on. It's just been brutal. Just been brutal. So I don't know what the answer is going to be for Sand Creek. How's this going to affect their other sporting programs? I don't know how that's going to work for any of their other sports, if they're staying healthy and good that way for other sports, or if it's just football. I don't know. We'll have to try and do some research on that, see if we can get some inside scoops on what's going on in Sand Creek. But they canceled their game this week, forfeited. It's a forfeit, so it does count as a loss, which isn't really going to hurt their record at all since they're 0-5 anyway. So make that 0-6 now. They were supposed to play the Lopez Rangers. So Rangers, that gives them their second win of the season. So that's that. I don't understand. I don't know. I mean, I understand why they're not playing because they're hurt. They don't have enough players. But what is the future of Sand Creek football? I don't know. Stay tuned for more details on that. So moving into our next game, and I believe this is our final high school football game of the week. We have the Tecumseh Indians. The Indians have 3 wins, 3 losses, but they're on the road this week, traveling to and playing against the Taylor Griffins. They have 1 win and 5 losses. Excuse me. I think this is an easy, no-brainer one for me. I'm going to go with the Tecumseh Indians getting the victory on the road. All right. That's it for high school football action. We are moving into our college football games of the week. And this is week number 6 for our local teams and week 7 of 16 for all our other teams. And right off the bat, you'll notice there's no Adrian College on here. Well, that's because Adrian College was not playing this week. They have a bye week. So we jump right into Siena Heights. The logo. So jump right into Siena Heights College. In this, sadly, is their final farewell season. If you guys have not heard by now, Siena Heights College is shutting down after this season. So obviously all sports programs will no longer exist, as neither will Siena Heights. So sad, but the team's trying to stay together, have a good season, finish strong. They didn't lose too many players, honestly. I guess a lot of guys that committed to play at Siena this year have chosen to stay and play at Siena. With that being said, they're at 50% right now. They are 2 wins, 2 losses. And they're on the road this week. They are playing the St. Xavier Cougars, and this is an Illinois team. So they're going down to Illinois. Kickoff for this game is 12 p.m. 12 p.m. kickoff. St. Xavier has 3 wins, 2 losses. I want the Saints to win so bad. So bad enough that I'm going to go ahead and go with the Siena Heights Saints for the victory. Next up, we have your Hillsdale Chargers. The Chargers are a 500 team this year, 50%. They have 2 wins and 2 losses. They are traveling to and playing against. Did I lose that logo? Wow, I think I did. All right, we'll show it to you on here. They're playing against the Findlay Oilers. The Oilers have 5 wins and 0 losses. This game kicks off at 2 p.m. Man, Findlay's got the home field advantage. They got an undefeated record. Unfortunately, I do not see Hillsdale walking in there and doing anything against these guys this week. I've got to go with the Findlay Oilers for the victory. And I've got to figure out why I didn't print the logo for that one. Next up, we have the 8th seeded Alabama Crimson Tide. They have 4 wins and 1 loss. They have really battled back. I still wouldn't say they're the Alabama of old that are like feared to even play. But they have turned their season around. They're traveling to and playing against the 14th ranked Missouri Tigers. The Tigers have 5 wins and 0 losses. Wow. This game kicks off 12 p.m. And you're going to be able to watch this one on ESPN. I don't know if this would be considered an upset if Missouri won, but it doesn't matter because I'm going with the Alabama Crimson Tide for Bama Buer. Give her a shout out. and give her the Roll Tide roll for Bama Buer. All right, again, moving on into college football action. We have the 7th ranked Indiana Hoosiers. They have 5 wins and 0 losses, one of Caleb's favorite teams. They are traveling to and playing against the 3rd ranked Oregon Ducks. The Ducks have 5 wins and 0 losses. Kickoff for this game. Do I not have? I did have. Kickoff for this game is. Really? I don't have that one with me. Kind of surprised by that. Oh, well, this one kicks off at 3:30. I apologize for not having the logo. And you can also watch this one on ESPN. But it's also your second. Your second. It's your second. 3 points. 3 points. It's your second 3-point bonus. Game. Oh my goodness. Game. Yeah. Wow. Dang. I almost blew out the voice on that one. Whew. Good thing we have some apple cider in here. Oh, for me. You know, my favorite basketball player of all time is from Indiana. I gotta go. And if you're wondering who that is, some of you know. It's Larry Bird. Some of you are, and some of you youngins are like, who the heck's Larry Bird? Anyway, if you don't know Larry Bird, look up his highlights. He's one of the greatest basketball players of all time, and he played for Indiana State, and then he went on to play his entire career with the Boston Celtics. Any of that being said, going with the Indiana Hoosiers for the victory. All right, we've done it. We've finally got to the world's greatest college team. That's right. We are talking about your mighty Michigan Wolverines, baby. Let's go blue. Let's go blue. Let's go blue. Hail to the victors. Hail, hail to Michigan, the leaders and the blast. Let's go blue, because it's great to be a Michigan Wolverine. It's great to be a Michigan Wolverine. Hail, hail to Michigan. Hail, hail the power. Hail, hail the mighty Michigan Wolverines. Go blue. The Wolverines. Go blue. Ranked 15th. Go blue. They have 4 wins. Go blue. And 1 loss. Go blue. They're on the road this week. Go blue. Traveling to and playing against, have I said enough yet? No. Go blue. The USC Trojans. Go blue. Who also have 4 wins. Go blue. And 1 loss. Go blue. Kickoff for this game is... I must have misplaced those in my bag somewhere because I know I had these logos. 7:30 p.m. This is going to be a later Saturday night game. Go blue. And you can watch it on the Go Blue. No, you can watch it on NBC/Peacock. Go blue. Because it's great to be a Michigan Wolverine. It's great to be a Michigan Wolverine. Hail, hail to Michigan. Hail, hail the power. Hail, hail the mighty. Let's hear it. Let's go. Let's go. The mighty Michigan Wolverines. Hail to the victors. Hail, hail to Michigan, the leaders and the best. Go Blue! Gee, I wonder who I'm going with in this game. Oh, that's right. I've got the mighty Michigan Wolverines. Because it's great to be a Michigan Wolverine. It's great to be a Michigan Wolverine. Go Blue! For the win. Next up, we have the UCLA Bruins. Not having a good season. They have 1 win and 4 losses. They're coming into East Lansing to play your Sparties of Michigan. The Sparties have struggled, but they have a winning side record right now, 3 wins and 2 losses. However, I've been seeing that experts are saying on the radio that they're not back yet, not to expect a whole lot out of them. I know that takes the wind out of a lot of Sparty fan sails right there. But they got a 12 o'clock kickoff. You're going to be able to watch this on Fox, Fox 1, or Fox Sports. Coincidentally, Fox has started their whole package now. They've joined the internet battles of channels you can buy. You can go out there and get just the Fox things and sports. UCLA is horrible this year. This game could make the Sparties look good. I'm going to go MSU for the win. And that was your last college football game we're featuring on the show this week. And that was the last of Coach Cole's apple cider. So let's hope we don't need anything to refresh the voice through the rest of the show. As we jump into NFL football action this week. This is week 6 of 18 in NFL action. And we got another one of Caleb's favorite teams on the show. We have the Cleveland Browns, who have 1 win and 4 losses. They're on the road this week, traveling to and playing against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Steelers have 3 wins, 1 loss. And kickoff for this game is at 1 p.m. on Sunday. This one's going to be on CBS. I don't know, Caleb. Pittsburgh's at home. You feel very strongly about your Browns in this one? They've won 1 game. They've got a lot of injuries. I'm going to go with the Steelers for the win. Sorry, my man, Caleb. I know how your love is for your Browns, but I just don't see them pulling it off this week. Your final football game of the week is going to be your Sunday night football game. But we cannot not feature the Lions on the show, right? So with that being said, this is going to make it so there is not a Sunday night weekend wrap up. It'll be a Monday night weekend wrap up and a Monday weekend wrap up of some kind. And so there won't be anything for you. You won't get your sheets back on Monday either because, well, you might get them back on Monday depending on how quickly I'm able to check them. I might be able to get that last game in fairly quickly Monday. We'll see. But anyway, the Lions are playing on primetime television. And it's 7:30 when they're going to be playing, and I don't know why I don't have that one either. Oh, wait, maybe I do. No, what's that one? That's a 12 o'clock. Okay, I don't have it. So they play 7:30 Sunday night football. And your Detroit Lions, your red-hot Detroit Lions, they have 4 wins and 1 loss. They're going to be traveling to and playing against the much-hated Kansas City Chiefs because the Chiefs have been completely ruined by Taylor Swift dating one of their players. I've heard there's people that don't like Patrick Mahomes. Guys, I won't lie. I have been a fan of the Kansas City Chiefs simply because of Coach Andy Reid. I love Coach Andy Reid. Andy Reid is an awesome, awesome coach. Yeah, he's struggling a little bit this season, but I don't care. He's still a great coach. So that's why I'm more of a Kansas City Chiefs fan because of their coach. I was a Philadelphia Phillies fan with Coach Andy Reid. So yeah, that's my connection to the Kansas City Chiefs. I don't even really have a connection with any players. I could care less about Mahomes or the rest of the team. I really liked Kansas City for the fact of Coach Andy Reid. He's one of those coaches I love and respect. I just think he's an awesome dude. So anyway, with that being said, the Chiefs are struggling this season. They have 2 wins, 3 losses. You're going to be able to watch this one on NBC, NBC Sports, or NFL Plus is where you can catch this game. And, of course, no doubt about it, nowhere, anywhere, I'm going with our Detroit Lions, baby. Roar! Go Lions. If you're not a huge fan of Coach Dan Campbell, I don't know how you can be. Another great, great coach right there. Coach Dan Campbell is awesome. I love this guy. He's really, really turned around the Detroit Lions. They respect him. And, yes, I just love what he's done. And they are eventually, I'm calling it eventually, I'm not saying it's necessarily going to be this year, but they will get to a Super Bowl under Coach Campbell. All right. If you're not into NASCAR, you can be – I'm going to give some details on the show afterwards, some things going on the Sports Frenzy page. You can stick around and listen if you want to, but this is not mandatory by any means. NASCAR is our bonus, and as I say every week, NASCAR is on here because my classroom really loves NASCAR. I found out our very own superintendent, Mark, likes NASCAR. So he said, yeah, I like having NASCAR on there. So what we do every week with NASCAR, it's not mandatory. It's not held against you. If you play, you play. If you don't, you don't. It's all good. This weekend is the South Point Las Vegas 400. This race is going to be later too. This race kicks off at 5:30 p.m. and it's going to be on USA Network, so you can watch it on TV if you can't be there for it. It features, well, so what we do on the sheets, as if you follow along, you see that we take our top 4 drivers. So right now it is getting into playoff competition time. We're going to start eliminating drivers. Right now, your top 4 drivers. Coming in at number 1 was Danny Hamlin in the number 11 Toyota. Sitting nice at number 2 is Ryan Blaney in the number 12 Ford. And sitting at number 3, we have Kyle Larson in the number 5 Chevy. And then we have at number 4, William Byron in the 24 Chevy. Now, there's also, I leave a spot for you guys. None of those guys might be who you like or who you're fans of. And that's all right. That's why we put down the number 5 spot right in your favorite driver and his number. And we're all set there. I'm just not a huge NASCAR fan, honestly, anymore. Nor was I ever really a super NASCAR fan. But the point is, there are people that love NASCAR. I don't know a ton about it because I don't follow it enough. But it's on the sheets, top 5 guys. You can choose if you want to. You don't have to. Again, it's more for fun. But we will count it if you got it right. Let's run over to the Sports Frenzy page real quick and see what's happening in the news of Sports Frenzy. You can follow us too right here on Sports Frenzy on our Facebook page. You can ask to join, and you could also be joining us on our YouTube page, which is Coach Co Sports Frenzy 1, I believe is what it is. All right, so here's some of the news going on. Inside the NBA, produced by TNT Sports from the Atlantic Studios, will make its ESPN debut across 2 nights of season-opening NBA action Wednesday, October 22nd, and Thursday, October 23rd. The pregame show will air from 6 to 7 p.m. Eastern Time on October 22nd on ESPN and ESPN2, and from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. on October 23rd on ESPN. The post-game shows will begin on ESPN both nights immediately following the doubleheader. But the teams back together. From TNT, ESPN managed to get them all back together for their show. So that's pretty cool because those guys do a great job. We've got some big trades going on in football. We got there's a major Jaguars-Browns trade. Jaguars get CB Greg Newsome and the Jets 2026 6th-round pick from the Browns. The Browns get CB Tyson Campbell's and the Eagles 2026 7th-round pick from the Jaguars. Some sad news for the Detroit Lions. They've placed Khalil Dorsey on injured reserve. With Taylor Decker's status in question, Dan Skipper has taken his place on the active roster. Great, but some great news coming out for the Lions. A second opinion on Lions CB Terrion Arnold's shoulder today revealed that the injury is not as bad as they feared, and he's now expected to return sooner than expected. Could possibly be later this month. Here's a huge one in college football action. No more spring transfer portal window. The NCAA Division I Administrative Committee passed dates for the one-time only college football transfer portal on Tuesday. Decisions will be final by Wednesday. The college football transfer portal will now last from January 2nd to January 16th, and then that window will be closed. Congratulations goes out to the Hardy Boys, who became your new NXT Tag Team Champions. And they hold another title from TNA. So they hold championship titles on both shows now. And between Matt and Jeff, they've held quite a few titles together. So congratulations goes out to them. I believe it said their last title run was in 2017. So wow. The Browns also traded quarterback Joe Flacco and a 6th-round pick to the Bengals in exchange for a 5th-round pick in an effort to salvage their season. Cincinnati makes a move for the 40-year-old Flacco. It's been confirmed that Morris Cedar and Lucas Raymond will be wearing the A as full-time alternative captains alongside Captain Dylan Larkin this season. Former Detroit Tigers standout. Let's see. Oh, I lost that one. The Red Wings have announced they're starting their record or their season captains, their 25-man roster. I know this is going to make a lot of people sad. Los Angeles Rams quarterback Matthew Stafford's wife announced that she was pausing her podcast. Oh. And that looks like that's all I have for you guys as far as current news goes. See if there's anything else breaking real quick here on the show. I am not seeing anything. So I guess that'll do it for this week's edition of Sports Frenzy, guys. Thank you so much for keeping the show alive and loving the show. I appreciate you guys so very much. Couldn't do this without any of you being a part, without you being a part of the show, and we do appreciate it. I'm the coach. Be blessed, everyone. We love you. Get out there and enjoy your weekend, no matter what you're doing. Apple Lumpkin's going on. Lots of football. Great football games going to be on this weekend. Sports, family time, whatever you love to do. Get out there and do it and enjoy it. And enjoy every minute of your weekend because they go by very quickly. I'm the coach. Be blessed, everyone. I love you. We'll see you again for the weekend wrap-up, which will be late due to having the Detroit Lions game on here. Take care, everybody, and see you again soon.